Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the December 18th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a little time for myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I may have taken an extra breath there. I'm not sure. We'll start off with a little time for myself, and I will just take a moment to look over the page. The question of the day is, in what areas of my life can I practice loving detachment today? I could have written this page. It starts off with feeling responsible for a child's drinking problem. And the Al-Anon phrases that help this person were, I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and I can't cure it, and give him the dignity to fail. So in Al-Anon, we always give people the dignity to live their lives on their terms. That helped me too. My very first meeting, I heard the 3 C's. What I changed it to, I can't cause it, I can't control it, and I can't cure it. I didn't cause it is not as strong to me as I can't cause it. Like nothing I can do can make someone abuse substances. Like to me, that's really, really powerful. So the second paragraph goes on to describe letting their child experience the results of their actions, and eventually the child turned their life around. And it was helpful for the person who wrote this passage too, because they realized that their child's failures were not theirs, but also their successes were not theirs. Like we can only own our own stuff. Amazing. Today's reminder, talking about detachment with love and how it helps us to move forward with acceptance, confidence, and peace, and let go of fear and control. The quote is from Intimacy in Alcoholic Relationships. So it talks about living life on life's terms by detaching with love. So back to the question, in what areas of my life can I practice loving detachment today? I'm so blessed that the original challenges that brought me to Al-Anon are no longer active in my life, but I still use the principles with the same loved ones, even though there's no active addiction. And what I am kind of dealing with loving detachment. So anything that's not mine, it feels so close to me. So these are the three things right now. I have a 94-year-old uncle who I love very much, who has 4 loving children. He's being taken care of, but I just recently went to visit him, and uh, uh, he's living life on his terms, and I'm just dealing with the reality that every time I see him, maybe the last time that I see him. Of course, that's true with everybody, but when you're talking about someone in their 90s, it is especially true. And then my dad and my stepmom, who are dealing with my stepmom's dementia, and seeing my stepmom has 4 children and my dad has 2, and seeing the 6 kids all trying to communicate with each other while trying to uh, do what we all feel is right, which is different for everybody, to help as much as we can without trying to control the situation. It's very challenging. And because we all grew up in, different ways, like my father does things in a certain way that my stepmom's kids are not used to. And that's kind of a really general way of describing the situation, but it all falls under the same thing. We've got to let people live their lives. I've got to let people live lives on their own terms, live their lives on their own terms. And the third thing is that there are 2 people at the thrift shop who obviously love each other very much, but who aren't talking and who are being kind of mean to each other. And it's kind of heartbreaking to witness. But at the same time, I have nothing to do with it. I can't control it. I didn't cause it. I can't control it, and I can't cure it. So, oh, what a perfect reading. So how about you? In what areas of your life can you practice loving detachment today? And those are only 3 of the major things. I mean, basically, there's probably dozens of things every day that I come across that I have to practice loving detachment with. Such an amazing concept that I learned in Al-Anon. I'm so extremely grateful. All right, December 18th, encouraged to change. I'm going to take a minute to look this over. Oh, great. Great page. It's about doing the footwork. So we are guided, gently guided in Al-Anon to trust our higher power. But we do for ourselves what we can. We do our part. And the 12 steps help us to determine what is our responsibility and what we can turn over to our higher power. Today's reminder talks about thanking our higher power for the guidance and asking for the wherewithal to apply the guidance that we receive in our lives. The quote is from In All Our Affairs, and it's talking about how unique each individual relationship is with their higher power, and how it's up to us. There's no right or wrong. I like that. So we do what we can and we leave the rest. It's perfect. We'll close out with the serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So the day that this video is uploaded, on the 18th will be my first day back from visiting my father and my stepmom in Florida. So I'm recording it actually the day before I go. So it's just kind of interesting the way the timing works. And then when I get back, I'll be probably filming videos the day that they post or the day before, because I'm not going to be able to keep up with all the extra videos, but I'll worry about that later. In fact, I'm not going to worry. It's all good. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.